a trade. Next item on our agenda is going to start learning about the high school admission process. So we have pulled up a short video for all of you.
So you're applying to high school in New York City? Welcome! We know this is an exciting time, and we are happy to be a part of your admissions journey. In this video series, we will walk you through the high school admissions process. We'll cover how to explore schools and programs, build a meaningful application, and apply. You will also learn how to participate in specialized high schools admissions. Did you know that as the largest school system in the nation, New York City has more than 400 public high schools with more than 700 programs, including the 9 specialized high schools. So, if you are an artist, a scientist, a student with disabilities, learning English, planning for college, or looking for ways to change the world, there are New York City public high schools for you. So, who can participate in high school admissions? All students who live in New York City can apply to high school during their 8th grade year. It doesn't matter where you currently go to middle school, all are welcome to apply, including public departments of education or charter school students, private or parochial school students, or homeschooled students. New York City students enrolled in 9th grade, as long as you're not repeating 9th grade, can also participate. Students who are English language learners or multilingual learners can apply to any high school program in New York City. And all high schools must welcome and provide services for students learning English. English language learners are also eligible for supports and accommodations on admissions-related tests and auditions. Some high school programs are even designed specifically for students who are learning English or are new to this country. These programs admit students based on home language, years in this country, or English proficiency. Learn more about these programs at Myschools.nyc. Students with individualized education programs, or IEPs, can apply to any high school program in New York City. All high schools must welcome and provide services for these students. At private and parochial schools, an IEP may be known as an IESP, or a learning program. In high school admissions, students are considered for offers in 2 seat groups: students with disabilities and general education students. You may see these seat groups abbreviated as SWD and GE. Each program sets aside a certain number of seats for students from each group. Families don't choose which of these seat groups their child is in. This is determined by the student's current IEP. For admissions purposes, students who receive special education instructional programming for more than 20% of their academic program are considered for students with disability seats. All other students are considered for general education seats. We'll talk more about seat groups and how offers are made in future videos. If you or your child has accessibility needs, we recommend learning about a school's accessibility by visiting or contacting the school directly to confirm that it would be a good fit for your child and family. You can find general information about a school's accessibility online in Myschools. Still have questions about who can apply to high school and when? Visit our websites at schools.nyc.gov/hi and schools.nyc.gov/shs.
Okay, so I want to take this opportunity to highlight that this information is available to you at the DOE website, which we're going to visit shortly, so you know where to find this information. The DOE has done a great job to make this information available for families so they can watch it and rewatch it at the leisure of their own time. So when you go to Google, you could search for schools, NYC, or New York City Department of Education, and you are going to see something like this. This is the page. And the beauty of this page is that you can translate it into whichever language of preference you have. These are all the languages of preference available. Now, I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna leave it in Spanish because it's the same, it will take me the same place. And if we wanna learn about high school, anything you wanna know about high school, it is available to you under, in English is enrollment. So if you go to enrollment, you go enrollment grade by grade, you're going to go down and scroll down and you're gonna go to high school. And then you are going to transition again to high school because the internet at MS390 does not allow us to visit YouTube. I cannot view the different videos about high schools that are available on the website, but you at home can do it. So please visit it. You can continue learning about what's happening now with the whole process of the high school, what's going to happen next during the fall, the welcome letter, the My School, how to apply, the different events that are coming up, when to submit the high school application, the specialized high school test, so on and so forth. Any questions? It's going to be probably at the end of October or November, but we don't have the day yet. So you're gonna find out if you check the website, on the DOE website, the information is gonna be posted there. So you have to check it every day. Okay, so once the registration opens, you are going to be able to register your child, or you can email me and I can register your child. So the specialized high schools are a total of 8 high schools that there are in the New York City school public system. They are considered the cream of the high schools. They are very competitive. And in order to be accepted to one of those schools, the students have to take an exam and do well on it. That's the way to apply for those schools. Without the exam, the student will not be considered. And the next item on our agenda is going to be how to start searching for schools even though you don't have an account. This is the My School website. This is the website that you're going to use to create an account, to search for schools and apply for schools. At this time, nobody has an account created yet. Once we get the information, we will continue informing you when you can begin creating your account. So once we are here, which you can go to Google as well. Through Google, you just have to type My School NYC and automatically it's gonna come up. When you search, you might find this, and that's okay. We just cannot create an account yet, all right? Because we don't have the information available for you to create an account. As soon as we have it, you'll have it. But you can click here where it says NYC My Schools. So once you're here, you can go to the right upper corner and you can also change the language of preference. So you could make your search more friendly. So we are going to scroll down. When you scroll down, we have this option, browse the school directory. So we're going to start browsing. We're going to select high school. And then here is the virtual directory. Here you have at the tip of your finger over 700 high school programs and over 400 high school buildings or institutions. So it is very user-friendly. There are videos on the DOE website where it will show you how to navigate more in detail. For today, I'm gonna just do like a quick tutorial so I can give you a better idea. So let's say that your child lives in the Bronx and you want him to go to school in the Bronx, or maybe you want him to go to school in Manhattan. And let's say that your child likes technology and likes engineering, all right? So there are various ways to do this, and we are going to use the filters. So by using the filter, the first thing we can do is, let's see what my child likes. So if my child likes computer science, there we are. We selected that on the filter. So we can go down and apply. And then let's say that we want our kids to go to school in Manhattan and to go to schools in the Bronx. We are going to use more filters for that. We're gonna search down, go down, 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 and we can select Bronx, Underborough, and Manhattan. So these are the two places that we are want to start looking for schools based on the fact that my child likes technology. So I'm gonna go down and make sure that I do apply so I can save what I'm looking for. And in that fashion, I can have a better summary of what I'm looking for. So right now, if you look at the map right here, all these bubbles, all these little bubbles are all the high schools in Manhattan and the Bronx that have computer technology programs. Let's say I'm interested in one of the schools. I can click one of them and I see the name on it, and I am going to click on it, and automatically, this is what we get. We get the information about the school. This school, for instance, have a program in finance, but they also have a program in technology. The school has two programs. This is the address, the website, the phone number, how to get there by bus or subway, which are the grades that they service. For instance, this school is unique because they have grades 6 through 12. This school has 715 students. And it also tells you that the school starts at 7:50 in the morning to 3:30 p.m. It also gives you an overview after what is the school about. The performance, it says that the high school has a 94% graduation rate. If you keep looking down, you can find what kind of programs the school offer for the students. Also, activities in terms of sports. If the school is accessible, meaning if your child needs access to elevator because your child is not able to mobilize by walking, you need to take that into account, because if the school doesn't have that accessibility, it means that that school is not good for your child. It is very important that as you are looking for schools, you spend some time reading about what those schools are offering, because that's usually the best way for you to learn about what the school has to offer to your child. When you do the high school application, I'm going to stop this right now. When you do the high school application, at some point down in the fall, you can only apply to 12 schools. You have the option to probably do less than 12 schools, but it doesn't matter. 12 schools is what's guarantee you that your child is going to get an acceptance by May for one of the schools. Applying for all those schools doesn't mean your child is going to be accepted to 2, 3, 4, 5 schools. It means that your child can only be accepted to one school. If you want to consider other schools other than the public schools, there are the charter schools. They have their own applications. And we're going to be sharing information about those down the road. If you are interested in private schools, again, you will need to visit the website of those private schools so they can fully provide you with the information and the requirements that they have, because they private, they not public schools, so they have their own system. If you feel that the information you have received today, it has been good enough for now, I thank you for being here. Please make sure to give us your emails, text your email on the chat, so we can collect your emails and the name of your child. Is very important, so we can send you all the information that we have.
When you're gonna put your child's name, please use the complete name, first name and last name. We have very similar names in the school. So I tell parents that every year, this is like a train. If you do things on time and follow the instructions, you will go on the first cart with sitting down with AC, with some refreshments and nice ambient music, but if you don't follow the procedures, this is going to move on with you or without you, because June is coming. So you will be on the last cart, no AC, everybody standing up, and everybody just huddle one on top of the other. But however you look at it, June is coming, and at the end, you will have a high school, whether it's the high school that you wanted or the high school that chose you. But this process is here. You have all the options to find out things on time and do your due diligence to select something that will fit your child. I know a lot of parents want the best for the child, right? And they want, oh, let me know the best schools and I'm gonna apply to the best schools. But you have to consider your child's grades. If you fill your application with the best schools that want the best grades, and your child doesn't have the best grades, then it's not gonna be a match. So put those things in perspective. Find out about the schools, visit the schools, talk to their parent coordinators, find out where they're at, and then do your selection. And thank you everybody for coming.
Just to piggyback, Mr. Duran, we want to remind you that October 19, we're going to have an in-house high school fair. So it'll be a great opportunity if you can make it from 8:30 to 10:30 on that day. So you could meet some of the schools that are going to be visiting us. So right now we have 12 high schools that are going to be at 390 getting to know our students. We will be having all our 8th graders and actually even some 7th graders coming down, meeting the high schools, having conversations with them, collecting information. So please inquire with your child. And last but not least, please, if you know anybody that has a child at 390 in the 8th grade and they're not here today, and you have a communication with these parents, please help us spread the voice, spread the message, to go to the MS390 website so they can watch this video, so they can learn about what they missed today. So I rely a lot on the support of the parents to make this process in a smooth one, in a positive one for our students. Mr. Duran is stretched with all the grades, we appreciate his help, but we need the parents to also collaborate and support in the process. And I guess that's that. Thank you everyone for being here today.